online course project management.
So please, can you confirm that you can hear me very well?
Yes, very well.
All right, so that's fine. So this is Havron e-learning hub. We are hosting the University of Washington online course, Project Management in Global Health. And tonight, we welcome you to participate in this participant guide orientation so that everyone can be at the same space, that everyone can learn what happens at the site. So, well, this is for our French participants. We are going to follow this outline. We have several facilitators, but for this particular meeting tonight, we have 4 who will be making presentation, and we'll be taking different segments, as we can see on the screen. So this is going to serve as our presentation outline. All right, so as an opening remarks, I want to welcome everyone, and we want to assure you that Havron e-learning with its team of support is here to make your learning experience an awesome one. We believe that at the end of this course, everyone will have their expectations met, provided that you help us to support you. So we usually split our forum into 2 or 3, depending on the number of participants that we have. For this particular course, we have 2 groups, and everyone who is participating has been sent a mail with a link of the group that they have been assigned to. We understand that some didn't receive, some may receive afterwards. For some reason that we cannot explain, some people may not get their emails. There is only one email that bounced back, and we have contacted that participant. All the other emails that we sent, they went. So some of you who say you didn't receive, I've had to screenshot the email sent to you and share with you. So please, we encourage you to look into your inbox, look into your update folder, look into your junk or spam folder promotions. And again, sometimes the way you set your email to arrive or to display or preview may affect. It would be nice if you set it in such a way that new ones are at the top, so that you will see the latest ones on the top. However, if you still didn't get it, we are going to manually add some of you. All the facilitators for the subgroups, they will have your details, and then they will contact you so that you can join. So the other thing I want to talk about is we anticipate a delay in access to the course. Today is Saturday. The program is supposed to start on Monday, which is 27th. Usually, the login email should have started arriving today and tomorrow. But like I informed us, we are experiencing some technicalities in making payments. And some of them is, there are some who have not completed their payments. That's number 1. Number 2, when we schedule the fee, now the exchange has changed against us. Okay, so we are adjusting to make sure that we do not ask anybody to pay extra fee. So, but we implore you to understand with us. 27th is the time you are supposed to gain access. So between 27th and 30th of June, all of us will have access. And then all the facilitators will support you to gain access into the course. So I want to assure you that you won't lose any time. We are making sure University of Washington is aware, and they are going to provide all the necessary support that we need. So I just wished and hope that everyone will understand, and then we continue as soon as the access is granted to us. Now, Havron e-learning hub is an organization with vision, mission, goals, and strategies. Our mission is to bridge the skills gaps in Africa through online learning programs. And we have been doing this over the years, creating access to high quality programs. We partner with several other universities outside Nigeria, and there are other plans on the way which will unfold to our network. There are some of you who are maybe taking the course for the first time with Havron. We have official groups where everyone belongs. If you're an international participant, we have the international group. And in Nigeria, we have groups for the 6 geopolitical regions in Nigeria. So we did that so that we can accommodate our increasing number of members. And so as time goes on, you will be added to the group that you want. It's also good for us to know that it is in these groups that we share updates on upcoming courses and programs. Most times we share, we offer discounts, we offer promotion, we offer some partial and sometimes full scholarship. So it will be good for everyone to belong to a group where he is appropriately positioned. Our vision is to be one of the leading online learning platforms in Africa. And currently we have presence in some African countries, including Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Lesotho, Liberia, and we are expanding. And we set a goal, about 10 years goal, which is our midterm. And our desire is to create access to 10,000 participants by 2027. We actually started in 2017. And so 10 years from 2017 is 2027. And we are forging ahead. As time goes on, we usually hold virtual meetings to bring everyone up to speed, what we are doing, what we are achieving, and how everyone can participate. Our strategy is to use our number. We are the partners that the universities that we partner with, we have, they understand that we have a number. And so they have used that as our strength to give us discounts. You know, if you are taking a course, let's say master's program, which will cost you about 16,000 pounds. But because we have the number that we provide to the universities, they grant us discounts. And so it is cheaper to go through Havron for the participants. And for the university, it's easier to go through Havron because we give them the number. So this is our strength. And we have used that to scale down the cost of high quality education. Now, we have some core values at Havron, and we want everyone who is studying under us to understand them. Honesty is one. We want to deal with every participant in honesty. Most of you may not have seen me, but you were referred to us. And the people who referred you may not have even met me personally, but yet people are convinced to commit their funds. You know, so we believe that in honesty is a very core value that we cherish and we hold dearly. Integrity also, we deal with people based on integrity, and that is one of the things that are guiding our operations and interactions. And we are very fair. We are very, very fair. We are open and fair. You hardly see us play favoritism, and everything we do, we are very, very transparent. During registration, we share updates of people who have paid, so that at the end, those who didn't meet up will understand that it is not our fault or as a result of unfair treatment. All right, so that is that for us. And I would like to take this moment to introduce some of our participants, some of our facilitators. Like I told us, that we have several facilitators. This is me speaking here. This is me speaking. And on my far up left here is Patience Ugbo. She will be handling one of the subgroups. Those of you who receive our email, we shared her name in the email if you belong to that. And then down here is Doreen. Doreen will not be participating in this course because of other engagement. And then at the top right here is Roy Eze. You'll be meeting him and interacting with him. He supports all the other facilitators in these various groups. And then here we have our lady, Jennifer Okafor, who will be facilitating in one of the subgroups. Jennifer will be facilitating the success group, while Patience will be facilitating in the Dominion group. Okay, so these are the participants that we have. So at this point, I would like to pause for just 3 minutes, and we want to get your feedback if there are questions before we call on Jennifer to make her first presentation. So right now, I will stop sharing while Mr. Roy will share from his end. Thank you, and we expect your questions, if there are any. In the next 3 minutes, if there are none, we'll just continue. And then if the questions will come at the end of the entire meeting, that's fine. So thank you, everyone. God bless you. Well, it seems there are no questions. So, Jennifer, are you on board? Are you on this call? Jennifer, okay. She's not on this call. Probably she's having a network challenge. So, Patience, you're on this call, right? Hello, Patience. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Roy, please, did you get in touch with Patience?
Patience,
She's on this call.
Patience is here. His list is here. I can see his name among the participants.
Yes, she's here. Okay, so Roy, let me take Jennifer's. Let me take her part, and then hopefully maybe they will join later. Okay, so next slide.
Sorry, I'm here. I don't understand my network. I don't know if it's not my Jennifer.
Is that Jennifer?
Sorry, which Jennifer, please?
Jennifer, our facilitator, Okafor.
Not me.
Okay, so Roy, please, can you put it on presentation mode?
Okay. It's on.
Okay. So as a way of introduction, this participants guide orientation is very, very key for the smooth sail through the course. And we use it to enhance participants' understanding of what is expected of them and what they also expect from the facilitators. It's an opportunity for us to let you know what you need to do to succeed and what we need to provide to you to also succeed. So that is why we are holding this participants guide orientation. And the objective is one, we want participants to be acquainted with the participation guide at the local site. We want participants to be acquainted with the various supports that Havron provides throughout this course. We also want participants to understand and see the other resources that we have as a learning platform. It's when you know that after this, you desire to go for more. The learning methodology that is adopted for this course is a blended one. Blended in the sense that you will study on your own and then you will interact with your peers. So University of Washington uses this. During your registration, you may have, if you remember, we guided you to choose site-based participants as the type of enrollment, because that is the blended one. So it is peer-to-peer learning. And then this peer-to-peer learning happens at two levels. At the local level here, where everyone within the site, those who registered under the site, they come together once in a while. And what we do is we interact just the way we are interacting right now via Zoom. We either use Zoom or Google Meet. And then those subgroups that you all have been assigned to, a group will make a presentation during one of the meetings. Another group will make presentation during another meeting. And these meetings are alternated on a weekly basis. That is, after the first one, the next one we hold in 14 days' time. Then this is for the local. Then on the Canvas is the learning platform where the study materials are uploaded. And it is based on modular structure. Every week, one module is released. And so participants will download or read through those materials between Monday and Sunday and take the quiz, respond to discussions, because you also will be assigned to some group at the Canvas level. And at that Canvas level, you may be in the same group with people from different countries. So the questions will be asked there, and your responses will also let others know what applies to you in your local setting. And that is the peer-to-peer learning. The same thing happens at this level. Next slide. Okay, so next is Roy to take the next set of presentation. So Roy, over.
All right, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me from back end, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'll be first looking at the requirements for the certificates. So there are some requirements that we are ought to meet before one can earn a certificate. Number one is that you must have a minimum of 70% grade for you to earn a certificate. Anything less than 70% of the total grade, you will not earn a certificate. Then, whereby you 70% and above, or even 100% as a whole, but during site meetings, like as we are Havron, when Havron is having meetings where we are supposed to have our peer-to-peer interactions, then you became absent for several times. or make up to 75% appearance during the conference, teleconference meetings. So your certificates that you earn might not be issued to you because it is one of the guidelines from University of Washington that every participant must have to attend at least 75% of the on-site meetings. So at this, if you have 100% up to this, don't be surprised your certificate will not be issued. So I urge everyone to try as much as possible to join every meeting we are holding, starting from today. Then, for this project management course, there are some assignments and quizzes and discussions that you are to expect to participate in. Then, first, there are written assignments during the course of this study. So those written assignments, the total grades for every written assignment is 60% out of the 100. These written assignments are assignments that you will be given questions whereby you answer those questions, you type it and upload it to the canvas. The time for uploading of the assignments, we will still guide you. And during the peer-to-peer meetings, we are going to also guide participants on what the assignment is all about, in case you don't understand. So it's one of the essence of having those meetings, so that during those meetings, things will be explained. If there are things you don't understand about such a written assignment, you ask questions, then other participants and facilitators will help and guide you through. For the quizzes, there are quizzes that are attached to every module per week. Each week has each module, and each module has each quiz. So the quiz in total has 30% of the gradings. So if you have made 60% out of the written assignment, but you are not taking your quiz, that means of the total grades required for you to earn a certificate. So each week has a quiz you need to attend to. And now we also have discussions. So these discussions for this current project management, the discussions actually doesn't come every week. So there are weeks whereby discussions are being displayed on your canvas. You are expected to participate in such discussion. But here in Havron, we also employ those discussions. So those discussions we posted on our WhatsApp group, whereby every individual is expected to make an input on that discussion. So to also make the group more active with attendance towards every discussion, then each week there are no discussions from the canvas. Havron has the pedigree to bring out a discussion topic from the module of that week, so that we can make our learning active. Then, towards the discussions, Havron discussion, you are expected to participate, and this also has to be part of the attendance. So participants require a minimum of 75% at end certificate. What we mean by end is you might earn the certificate by your grades, but if you don't participate during these peer-to-peer reviews, you may not have access or get your certificates. So now are the activities timelines for Canvas submission. So each of these activities that work towards your gradings, they have timelines that if you don't meet up with the timelines, they will be locked and you might miss out in such a activity. So like the quizzes and the, so every quiz is open from the day the module has been unlocked for you. So, for instance, for module 1, the quiz starts that Monday. It is open for you from that Monday to the following Sunday, to the coming Sunday, which is 7 days. So if you can take the assignment, the quiz, the discussion between Monday, Tuesday to Sunday is fine, because the grades are after 1 week. Let's assume today being Monday and you are taking your quiz for the week. So for you, when you expect your grades to be posted will be Monday. So, but whereby you did not submit it before that next week Monday, you are likely to miss out. Though sometimes there are some grace periods that are being allotted by Washington that you might be given an extra days for you to submit your assignment, but do not wait to have these extra days, because what if the grace period wasn't given? That means we miss out. Like recently, someone scored about 69.22% just for one of the courses ended. Now, the person is not going to earn a certificate. So when he tried to check the last quiz, that at least if he had 1 point, he would have gotten an assignment, was on Monday, the following Monday that grades had been posted, and he came late to post it. So the person has to miss out. And with that, both the effort and the resource she has put is off. So if she's for that course, you have to take it again. You have to pay for it again. So you don't need to wait for you to be on a tight corner. So whereby maybe you have a program, you think you might be traveling out of the network area, we suggest that you take your assignment before traveling so that you don't run into problems. But if at all that maybe it's unexpected event that you must have to travel and you traveled out of the network area, get in touch with us on time so that we can source on how we assist you if it's something we can do. So now for written assignments, there are specific assignments for each course. So, and the written assignments usually are open for 7 weeks, 7 days also, and the grace period of another 7 days. So if you submit within the is very fine. But if you don't submit within the due date, you are running late. You'll be seeing missing assignments or running late. You see it there. So do as much as possible for you to avoid the running late. So here, activities timelines, Havron submission. The one we just discussed is for the one of Canvas. So here, for our site, which is Havron e-learning hub, Havron hosts visual meetings via Zoom and Google Meet. So then they expect a total of 8 visual meetings from Havron. So we usually have these meetings on interval of Saturdays, and attendance will be conducted during the meetings and closes once the meeting ends. Like as this one is, we are going to take attendance for this meeting, and once this meeting ends, we are going to the attendance. We will share a link where you will click and fill in your attendance. So we urge everyone to try as much as possible to join every of our virtual meetings as it unfolds. So now, minimum attendance required to earn a certificate is 75%, and like I said, Havron accepts 71%. Can make up to 71, that is 5 out of 7 meetings. You are good to go. So if you earn a certificate, you expect your certificate to be delivered to you. So for here, discussion meetings, schedules, and tasks. The schedules for our peer review meetings will be drawn up, and we are going to share it with all the participants in the WhatsApp group. So the meetings, like I said, usually alternate Saturdays by 8 p.m. like today. So most of our meetings are held on weekends, especially Saturdays, so that everyone can be on desk. Because if you put it within the week, There are people that might not meet up coming back from work, maybe traffic might be a problem. So we decided to leave it on Saturday that most people, because we understood that most of our participants are working. They are working class members. So Monday to Friday might be out of view. So that is why we are choosing Saturdays to be the days for our meeting. So at this juncture, we'll be expecting the next facilitator, Patience. I don't know, Patience, if you are here, so you can take.
Yes, good evening, Roy. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening to you. So over to you.
Okay, thank you. So this is Patience speaking. Sorry for the other time there was network hinges. So I'll briefly be taking us through the facilitators' roles, what the facilitators are here for, and how they can come in to help you. First, each facilitator as assigned to each group provides support. During registration of courses, I'm very sure a lot of us have, experienced that. Some will call, okay, how do I go about this? How is it done and all that. So we did that to a lot of you. So we provided support during the registration of the course and every other course that you're still interested in. We are available to provide that support, and we'll provide support in gaining access to course website on Canvas. And as the course is open by God between now and the 30th, any challenge that you encounter, don't hesitate. Reach out to any of us facilitators and we are available. And then we moderate discussions during meetings like Roy has stated out. There are going to be meetings that will be held, virtual meetings, either on Zoom or Google Meet. And then we'll be available to facilitate, to moderate these discussions that go on where people that are interested in peer-to-peer learning, your ideas can help another person learn something. Your experience can, be a way of helping somebody understand a particular model more. So during such meetings, which are usually virtual, we, the facilitators, are there to moderate and make sure that it's smooth running from the beginning to the end. And then we are also here to explain module content. If there are challenges concerning any module that you're having difficulties to comprehend, always reach out. We are available. And then remind participants of assignment timelines. Every week, the modules are open. So module 1 might be open next week, and then we'll tell you the requirements for the week, what you need to do so that you'll be up to date, and we come to remind us during the weekend so that those of us that are engrossed in different work assignments, might be reminded of what is required of you. And then we'll guide participants on how to escalate technical issues. Okay, any challenges in the course of trying to submit your assignment, trying to attend to your quizzes, any hinges, technical hinges, you can always reach out to us, and we are available, to put you through. Next slide, please. Okay, and then we might be experiencing some technical issues. And then one is difficult in accessing course portal. You can contact us on that. And then sending email to TA, that is Technical Assistant from University of Washington, for any complaints. We'll be sharing a video on that, submitting assignment with a chat attachment. We're sharing a video, and then downloading and installing Canvas app on mobile device. Some of us that are new, this is our first time of doing a course with University of Washington. You might need to download the class app that helps you to interact with University of Washington to submit your assignment, your discussions, and every other thing. So you really need it. So if you don't have it, we're going to share a video on how you can download, install, and then start making use of it. During the webinar, I think, which was held, I think on Thursday, this was discussed as well, but We're also available to provide support, and as well, you know, watch out for the video that will be shared so that you have hinges free. Thank you. Next slide. Okay. Hello, Roy. Roy. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, you're audible,
Yes.
Patience. I think maybe he has network challenge. Just a minute.
The screen went to...
Just a minute.
Okay, all right. So like before he comes back, like I was saying, you're always free to reach us concerning any issue at all. You know, any questions that has to do with the course, we are available to, you know, to provide enlightenment and support. Okay. Thank you. All right, so we're here. Okay, so we can go to the next slide, please. And then we have also some upcoming courses and programs. This is another way we can come in. If you have questions about the upcoming courses from University of Washington, you know, our in-house courses, fundamentals of logistics and supply chain management, fundamentals of grant proposals. A lot of people have just concluded some of these courses. And then leadership and management in health. This is coming out in October. Policy development and advocacy also in October. The registration has commenced. And then logistics and supply chain management, fundamentals of grant proposal is starting by July 11th. And the registration is ongoing. So feel free to reach out to any facilitator, to any of us. You know, if we need more details on this, we are available to provide for you. Thank you very much. So over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Patience, for that wonderful presentation. So over to the participants now. If there are questions, please, we would like to hear them. You can either send a chat or you indicate that you want to speak. Yes, we will share the recording of this meeting. Okay, some hands are up. So Essay, yes, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Okay, and my question is on the part of the attendance of the meetings. Okay, assuming a participant attended the meeting, but maybe towards the end of the meeting when they...
Sorry, you are breaking off.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Essay, you are breaking off.
Okay, I said
no, that's not SS. Someone is speaking, so I just held on.
I said my question is on the part of the attendants.
Can anybody hear her, or I'm the only one who cannot hear her?
We can hear her.
Should I go on?
Yes, please.
I said my question is on the part of the attendance. Assuming a participant is present during the meeting, but towards the end of the meeting, maybe due to network challenges, the person wasn't able to take the roll call. So how can that be accounted for? Will the person be counted present or absent from the meeting because the person didn't take the roll call, didn't take part in the roll call?
Okay, if the person was present in the meeting and did not feel the attendance,
yes,
we have the facilitators who are familiar with the participants. And so we take note of that. So when you say you attended, there are two ways, because everyone's name will be on the recorded version. So all we need to do is to check. If you see your name there, that's fine. And sometimes the facilitators are watchful so that they can identify those in their group who were present.
Okay. That's the question I have. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah, my question is, what are the meeting levels? I'm aware of discussion groups. I'm aware of another discussion group at the Canvas level. Is there a third one? And what's the difference between these various groups?
Okay, Patience, can you respond to that?
Okay, all right. So we have a discussion on Canvas, and that discussion is important because it's graded by the University of Washington. It forms part of your grading. So every week, if you need to respond to the question posed, you'll be shared into groups on that Canvas, and you belong to a group, and it's expected that you respond to the question, okay, for the discussion for the week. That is applicable from the University of Washington. Now, our meetings, right? Our virtual meetings are meant for attendance because University of Washington requires that the hosts, we that are coordinating, we are the one that send the names, you know. So they require that we take attendance of people that are active from our end as well. So that is a need for the virtual meeting. Yes. So you have a discussion to be submitted on Canvas, which is required of you from University of Washington. And then you need to be in a virtual meeting organized locally by Havron. At least 5 meetings, which will gain you a 71.5% attendance rate before you can earn a certificate. You understand? So basically, and divided into 2 subgroups, Dominion and Success. Now, the reason is for easy facilitation. There's really nothing there. So that you are the facilitator for each group is familiar with you, can attend to you more easily and quickly for each challenge that you have. So your group on the WhatsApp is specific to you, and every information needed will be attended to by this facilitator assigned to that group. Easy access, easy understanding, and then quick response to every challenge that you have, mainly. And then she can release every week what you need to submit to Canvas as required by University of Washington. Okay.
All right. Okay, second question, it's a write down what you just said. You talked about the 2 facilitator groups, Dominion and Success. So I belong to Jennifer, the group Jennifer. I don't know which she falls under. Is it Dominion or Success?
I think that is Success.
Success, okay.
Yes. So Jennifer is a facilitator.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
But feel free. Anyway, you can reach out to any of us, Roy, myself, the same. If she's unavailable, you can always reach out to any of us as well. But mainly, she's a facilitator for this course.
Okay, one final question. I want to know who to contact when I have technical difficulties in submitting assignment on Canvas. A scenario played out in my head. Say today is the deadline, and I've been trying to submit for the past 1 hour, and I'm about crossing the deadline. Who to contact, and what guarantee do I have that it will be resolved in good time?
Okay, so we're going to share a video explaining that when there is need for you to submit to University of Washington, you're having hitches, right? But nevertheless, let us be aware that this is a challenge you are going to immediately that is happening. You understand? So that we can back you up once the issue has been sent in University of Washington. We say we are aware of it. This is the challenges we are facing, right? You get it? Before you send it to them now. Do you get it now? We'll share a video on how to do that to them successfully. But in the case of such situation, always let us be aware immediately so that we can back you up. You need a rise.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Okay, sir.
Okay, so thanks for that response and thanks for the follow-up question. It looks like we have exhausted our questions and comments. So we want to appreciate everyone. The facilitators will reach out to those of you who could not join your groups. We don't really know why some have not received the emails, so, but we'll do our best to put you into your groups. So from all of us here at Havron, we want to thank you and wish you a very wonderful sail through the course. So please, when people are posting, because we are just about 23 or 22 participants out of 60. We know many people will begin to ask in the WhatsApp forum, what's happening? Please, those of you here, do well to explain the anticipated delay in getting access, that we are aware and we have been informed. So thanks everyone, and have a very lovely and wonderful weekend. See you during the access time. We'll also be there to support you to gain access. You know, getting access to the course is a very tricky one, and we are here to support you to ensure that you gain access. Thanks very much, and good evening.
Thank you and bye.
Thank you.